What is going on, everybody? McLean's Peach World Champion coming at you, and we're here with the new Rosinante. It's a deck for the number one Law fan club. So any of you guys out there like me that enjoy Law, this is our deck. You get to run all of a bunch of our Laws, some favorites and stuff like that, some old cards that we have, and then there's some new Laws that come and everything. This deck is like almost really good. It's on like the same thing I feel like as Kobe, where it's just missing just a little, like a couple cards to being insane. Because like unfortunately, no like time of when this comes out for us in the West, but this card is like kind of needed because without it, we like don't have enough Laws to be able to utilize like all of our searches and stuff consistently. And being able to play this turn 2 is nuts because depending on where you're going, if you're especially if you're going second, you're able to play this out, get the Don back, and then turn 3, since we'll be at 6 Don, you can then use leader ability to either play our 7-drop Law to heal, or the one to boost up attack here, and it's just insane. Deck is really cool. It auto wins against black, which is awesome, because the leader ability is pretty nuts. Because anytime one of your Laws would be KO'd, you can then add the top of your life instead, and then depending on who you're going up against, this Law then just refills. So it's awesome to be able to just protect all of your stuff. And I'm having a good time with it. Again, unfortunately, it's just like depending on whenever this comes out. So it's kind of in my future, potentially insane decks that could be really good depending on the support and stuff it gets with even other just Laws that come out that are either purple or yellow. It would be pretty good. But yeah, overall, normally how I play is just like getting all our board built with the Laws. We have I got little blockers here with Capone to also protect them from effects and stuff like that. So if anyone tries to like double, like use any kind of removal and stuff like that, we also have this one to keep them up. We got the new unblockable event because every color's getting this now. So this card's really good, especially too because it's really easy for us to get both our 7-drop Laws up. So then being able to, if you knock your opponent down to 0, you just win the game. And then I have one room because there's so many like blocker Laws and everything. So being able to be aggressive with the promo Law, swinging and attacking, and then if you go down, you can then use room, restand a blocker if needed, but also like counter out. So pretty fun there. And yeah, the Law combos are pretty cool. Not gonna lie, I run all the searches so we can find what we need, ideally to hit everything on curve. And again, it's really close to being an insanely strong deck. It matches up pretty good against purple because all the decks that ramp, you're able to pretty much keep up next to them because being able to have cost reduced by 2, we can play stuff to keep up with the ramp. Again, dominates black easy, and then hardest match has probably been Zoro, just because gotta learn it a bit better because they're able to rest our stuff and then attack and then life, so it puts you in a weird spot with things like that. But no, overall, I'm having a great time with this deck. It's really fun. I am very excited for the future, especially if we get any updates on this Law when it comes out. And yeah, this is definitely a deck on my like watch list for potentially playing like a bunch once we get some more info. All right, we got Blackbeard. We'll rip second, given the choice here, and yeah, we'll keep this. We play both of these down and go from there. So we can yeah, get some double search action, see what we can find, and yeah, we'll just kind of play. We got a big Law here, and mostly just looking for this guy here, so things you love to see that. And then we can throw this down. Honestly, we'll just grab this for now. We'll see what they do. Assume they might start using leader ability here, but yeah, next turn I might just drop Capone. We attack him there. We'll see what they do. Fine with that. And then I'm fine with taking this one. Well, let's see. They didn't use leader ability. All right. That's massive for us there. Because now I can use some more searches. All right, let me grab this. And then we'll throw this down. Let me grab... I mean, I could grab another one. But I don't think I need to. Let's grab a 2K here. All right, we'll attack him here. See what they do. Okay. Then we'll use this here. Get our promo law, gain 1 there. All right, and then I'll just attack him here. Give him a card back. Just get this off the board, so they have to play other stuff to try to get rid of this guy. But next turn, we can drop down this law here, and then after that, we just go crazy and blast away at them. Because there's not a, I'm gonna be honest, there's not a whole lot they can do. They'd have to get rid of stuff twice. So use card action. We'll protect our man here, so we can do that. And then, yeah, they're swinging there, and then we'll counter onto that. So, again, the only way they can get rid of one of our cards here is if they get rid of 2 things. And will they make the mistake of... Alright, I was about to say, if they didn't do that, they'd lose. They'd lose for sure. So, alright, we can attack them here. Alrighty, and then I'll put another one on here. Attack them again 6. See what they do with this. But we're in a very good spot. I'm not gonna lie. So I minus this down, and then we can just drop this. So let's go to 9K, beat her out. We can go crazy with it. They grab the burger. Okay, they're dropping down this Kuzan. All right, and then they're attacking us. Another 2K for that. And yeah, black hole here. They're down to 3 cards in hand. We get another one of these. So we can kind of just go a bit silly with it, to be honest. So I can throw down Capone here. Minus this down here. And then for 2, we'll do this. So I got both of those there. Put 2 on here, we'll go 7. But this card is just so dang strong in this deck. It's crazy. Alright, we go 7. They bring out the burger. I mean, I don't even need to concern myself with that guy. He can't do anything. Oh yeah, there's really nothing I can do here. So we're just kind of chilling. Because I got Capone. We got some cards I can use for counter as well. So, yeah, we should be in a pretty good spot here. I'm not going to lie. I don't think there's much they can do. So, we'll just do that. Take another one here. They're going 2 on that. Let's do this and this. And yeah, I'm gonna win next turn. So there's nothing they can do here. They don't have enough cards in hand. So it's wild being on the other side of this, where there's nothing Blackbeard can do. We're playing all our law stuff, and yeah, we just are able to absolutely, like, there's literally nothing they can do. It's awesome. It's very strange being on like the opposite side, playing like the law cards and not getting decimated, since normally we're playing like the green yellow law. But Rosinante auto wins black. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty nice feeling. And yeah, there we go. All right, we got some blue purple Luffy. We'll rip second here, and then we got some searches, so I'll roll with this and we can see what we can look for. Throw some laws down. We got the Rosinante as well. And yeah, we're pretty much just looking to provide promo law for next turn. We'll be in a great spot. And then, all right, we get this law, which is cool. Well, out of our options here, let's grab a 2K. And then we'll throw down our other one. And all right, there is our promo law for next turn. Okay. So the next turn we can do, we'll be at 4, so I can drop down this Rosinante, look for another law, and then kind of go from there. Alright, we'll take this one. Oh, okay. Well, we got another one. There we go. And we got this law as well. Cool. Alright. Well, now we're looking good. Things are looking good for the law business here. So I have both of these. I'll grab this one for later, because it could come in handy. If they try to load up in a bunch of cards in hand, we can hit the RNG prayer button and see if we can delete their Gum Giant from their hand. So that's pretty much the main thing there. But, alright, they do that. So we can do this here. Drop this down. Gain 1. Alright, cool. Then, yeah, we got some 2Ks in hand. So I can be a little aggressive defensively and stuff like that. And we'll see what they're able to do and kind of go from there. So, them at 5. Alright, they're just hitting some ramp. Okay. Because next turn, we'll go no, and then do this here. Because I don't have a supernova to heal with, except for this one. I'll probably need to play this law then, like, instead. So, alright, we can do, yeah, -1 here since I'm at 5 and they're at 6 now. Drop this one, gain 1 back, boost ourselves up. So I'll attack 6. And then next turn, well, if we can get a supernova, then I'll heal with this law. If not, we could go into just another promo law. And then just try to play around their cards in hand and stuff like that. But be buffed up for a turn, so get a little bit of defense. They're only at the 6, so they'll be at 8, which will buy us a turn. If I can knock them down to 0 for sure next turn, we'll be in a good spot. So, alright, they do that. We'll do then attack them here. Guess they're leaving the 2 up, so they might have the Thunder Bagua or whatever. So, we'll just see what they do here. Okay, I guess they don't have it. Cool. So, get rid of some cards out of their hand. A bunch of 2Ks. I am okay with that, because that'll make things easiest for us later. And now if they don't play, if they play anything big, they can't attack this law. They only can attack leader, and we're just chilling here, so it makes it easier for us on that as well. So I can, yeah, count out of this one. But I might, you know what, let's take it. Okay. I was hoping for a supernova. But, okay, they're throwing Katakuri. Alright, we can drop this down here. Looking for, alright, this works for me on that. Okay, cool. We can do this. And then we'll drop this law here. So we can refill there. Cool. And then we can do 6. See what they do. And then I'll attack 6 again. And then if they do block with this, I'll attack the Katakuri here. Just try to get cards out of their hand the best we can. So we can then ideally kind of go for stuff. And alright, they just quit. Okay. Well, I say would have been 4th. I mean, they could have counted that. And then, I mean, I don't know what their other next cards are. But, okay. We'll take it, I guess. That was... I mean, we had a pretty good setup, so I guess we probably would have been good the next, potentially the next turn. They would have been forced to do that. I'm trying to see, can I count 1, 2, 3, 4? Okay, I guess they didn't have the, wouldn't have got the Sanji. So yeah, I think we would have been okay. All right, we got some green Zoro action. No searches here, so let's hit a mulligan. And all right, much better. We get 3. Oh no, we got 4. 4 searches, so we can try to find some stuff here and go from there. So, alright, they got the Cavendish. Cool, we get this law. Who should I throw down first, I guess? Let's look for promo law here. Alright, we're able to find them. We're sending one of our laws here to the bottom, though, so I have to remember that. Then we drop this down. Guess we're grabbing a 2K. So, we do have our turn 2 play, though, and then we have our play to go after that with this law as well. But ideally, if I can find like a little blocker or something, will be okay. So I'm gonna go no on this, and we'll counter there. If they're only gonna attack for a low amount. Alright, so then I'll drop this down. Alright, looks like we're grabbing another one of these. Do this here, so we can throw this, gain 1 on that, and then I'll throw down another search. See what we can find off in this. And I guess we'll grab our event here for potential endgame, so we can just kind of go crazy with it. But we're in a kind of a tough spot here. If they have Tashigi, because they can rest this, and I don't have a little blocker set up to be able to counter. So I might have to use leader ability a little bit aggressive here. Alright, we'll take this. And okay, I get the Capone. Alright. Now we're pretty much in a spot though where I definitely need the heal law. So we'll try again. Okay, we get one. So there we go. We drop this down, and then we can play, use this opportunity to play this one. So we'll drop this here, gain 1, boost everybody up. So this is at 6, this is at 7. Got both of these for, so next turn I'll be able to do this law and a Capone. So it'll be close, but we'll see what we're able to do here. But we'll rip him for a couple 7s. All right, attack him 7 again. So again, if I just get him down to 0, we have our event, so we'll win. So, but it's gonna be close. It depends on how many of those pesky events they have where they can restand Zoro a bunch. But they're at 7. Mostly just depend on what they do here. Because I do have a little bit of counter. Alright, so they're throwing down Tashigi again here. Okay. Well, depending on what they do with these two, I might have to let our boy go. Because I'm going to have to go from there. If they only attack 8, I can counter this and this. 9 on 7. Do I want to... I don't think I can risk it, unfortunately. We'll have to keep this for next turn. Alright. Can't do anything about that. So I can, yeah, make sure I get a counter out of this one. And then, yeah, we'll have to take this one here. Yeah, we'll use this trigger there. Alright. Did not need another one of these guys. But, okay, we drop this down. 1 there. Then we'll drop our law here. So we can refill with, yeah, one of these, I guess. Alright, it'll be close. Alright, let me just attack them 5. Get some out of their hand. And then... can we counter out of both of these? So I got one there, I got one there. They're pretty much just to be dependent on, like, next turn, I guess. So if they do that, alright, we'll attack them 8. So we get them down to 1. Okay. If I get them down to 0, we can win. If I can't, then we won't. But it'll be close. It's just, yeah, back-to-back Tashigi's. A little tough. Because they get the 3 rested Don back. But we're at 2. Just depends on the restand leader event that they might have. Okay, so they're using Dead Man's Game to rest our Don. Alright, and then rest our Capone. Alright, interesting. So I have this here. So they're going 7 on, so they're going to do a bunch of 7s. Alright, we can take this one. And then I need big money, no whammies on this card here. Alright. Well, unfortunately, we're barely short by 1. So, all I can do, yeah, this, and this. And then, unfortunately, yeah, 1 card short there. Dang. Because, yeah, we would have won next turn. Alright, we got some blue, purple Luffy. Got a search, we got our promo law, and we got our event to go for the game at the end. So I'll roll with this, and we'll kind of see what we can get ourselves into. So throw this down. Well, out of our options here, I guess we'll just grab the 2K and then throw down the Rosinante, see if we can find a big law. We do not, so I'm just going to grab the search law for next turn. So I need a turn 3 play. So we can kind of go from there. Alright, if I would take this one. Okay, this works for us a little bit as well. And alright, we get this law. So cool, let me drop this one down, and let's also grab our law here. So then we can go, yeah, -1 on that. So then I can play this for 2, get 1 back, put 1 here, and then we can attack him 6 on 6. We got a 2k I can potentially use to counter out of this next one if they don't do anything too crazy here. And then we'll kind of go from there. So alright, they're throwing down the Bond Clay. And then they're leaving up 2. Well, if they only attack here, we can counter with our blocker law here. So, alright, I'll do this and this. Alrighty, so we got that. Get another search job here. So let's throw this down. See what we can find. Grab another search law. So we'll do that. We can drop this here. And then I can do this over this. Gain 1 back. So this is at 7. We're at 6. Alright, we'll attack them 6 on 6. See what they do. Alrighty, and then we'll put this on here. Attack them 8 on 6. So get them down to 1. I'm kind of alright with that. Well, it looks like they might have gotten a stinky trigger there. Well, that kind of sucks. But it is what it is. So this next turn, yeah, we kind of heal here if we want. So I have both of these. We have this. So attack here. Kind of can't do too much on that. So I'll go no. And we have the chopper, so we'll counter with the Capone. So if they're, gonna do that, so I can take 1 there. Alright, we get this law back. And then they're dropping Katakuri. Okay. And we get another heal law as well. So, alrighty, I'll attack him here. They take that, cool. Drop this down, see what we can find. Honestly, I just want some defense. And then we're gonna do, this here. I'll drop this law there. We'll put our other law there. So we get both of those. And then, what do I want to do here? Because we could play this, but then I can't attack here. So here, let me just attack them here and see what they do. Because I'm at 7. Because I could drop the chopper, just get us some Don back. And then we'll just see what they do off of this. Because, I mean, they could counter here. If they did, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to putting the Don on and then attacking them. Okay, or they're going to use Gum Gum Giant now. Alright, so then we can drop this here, gain 1, and there we go. But now it just turns into 9 mom roulette, so we'll see how many 9 moms they get and go from there. But we'll be able to get to the full 10 if needed. We have another heal law, but I need a supernova. Again, we can get them down to 0. We got our event to close them out here. So we can go for that. So, alright, we'll grab this law back. I'm alright with that. And then, okay, fine with this as well. So they're going Sanji into another Katakuri. Alright. Well, we're close here. So what do I want to do with all this? Because I could heal again. And then next turn potentially go for it. Alright, let me drop another search here, see what we can find. Alright, I guess we'll grab our law here. And then we can go -1 on that. Alright, we'll drop this. Throw that one back there. So I got this one, we got this one, we got us. Alright, let me put this here on 1. We'll attack him 6. See what they do, and then kind of go from there. Because I might just rip a couple 10s here. So we'll attack him 10. See what they do with that, and then I'll put the 2 on and attack him 10 again. So I'm just trying to get some stuff out of their hand, and then ideally, hopefully, be able to go for it next turn. So, alright, they do that. Put these 2 on. We'll attack him at 10 again here. And, I mean, if they don't have 9 Mom, we win. But if they get 9 Mom here, we won't win. But I'll be able to, next turn, since we have this, be able to float some random stuff and everything at them. So we can go from there. What do I have with all this? I feel like I could block this one. Because I have both of these here. Alright, I'll take this one. And then we'll see what they do. Dang. Well, there's the pesky 9 Mom. I was hoping that they wouldn't get, but I mean, it is turn 6, so matter of time. But I mean, they refill our life here, so that kind of helps. It gives us 1 there. All right, we get this law, and then them attacking there. We'll go no, do this, and then attacking us there. All right. Well, we'll see what they do. I just need to drop them down. If we get them down 1, we can win. That's pretty much how it works here. So, alright, let me attack them 8, see what they do. Alright, so they counter with that one. Okay. So let me put 5 on here then. We'll attack them 10. See what they do with this. And then pretty much we'll determine it from there. So they're using the gear 2 plus this here. Okay, well, if I swing here, they can take that. I guess they would do a block there. And then we have this here. If they're, I mean, if they're brick, we'd win. So I'll attack them here. If they do that, okay. And then they don't have any blockers, so if they don't have a 2K, we win. All right. There we go. Bit different way to pull that out, but it worked.